Hey guys, so I'm gonna do something new on this channel for you guys. It's been a while since I've been on this channel and you probably thought that I was probably gone or whatever, but I'm back. And I was able to work by magic. Well, actually no. Some people were able to work some magic for me to be on back on this channel. So with all those problems and everything, I was able to come back for like one more year, and that's this year. So I decided to start out these videos out with a few ones starring just me. So if you guys want to see movie like the shows starring my stuffed animals, you can go to my other account, which I'll leave in the description down below on that link. So if you guys want to see more of the stuffed animals, you might want to check that channel out because that'll be more of showing them. So anyway, this will only be a channel. Like I will only be producing a few. Like I'll be shouting out all these videos. I just want to give you a great shout out because a few uploads will be on in there, and I'm only going to upload a few of myself for now on. So if you guys want to see more, I'm just saying that there might not be that much videos on here anytime soon. So anyway, today I'm going to tell you the history of Tom and Jerry. Now, the reason why I want to get into this is because in the April month, I decided to make a celebration for my favorite channel called Boomerang, which sadly went away. By that, I mean it's a different channel, and I don't think I like it. It kind of stinks the way it is right now. And there was an old Boomerang, like the old channel the way it used to be. And I actually loved this channel for a long time. And I loved the way it was as a channel, and I just loved watching it constantly. Like, I can't say one show that I hated from that channel. Well, there was one, but there are a few that I hated, but I'm just saying, there were a lot of good shows on there that I loved. So, and I learned a lot of history from it too, and a lot to share about it. So, anyway, to celebrate Boomerang and what it used to be, and how I miss it so much, I decided to make this thing called Boomerang Month, where I talk about different shows on Boomerang, which kind of goes in the middle of April. Now, the reason why I do it in the middle of April is because April was the month when Boomerang came out, and when it was fresh and new to the area. So they present Boomerang Month. It's all coming back to you. So first, we'll start out with the history of Tom and Jerry. And no, I won't be doing the accent of the impression of this guy every time I do the for the history. I'm just putting it in there for the introduction so you guys can get an idea of what it's gonna be like. So anyway, without further ado, I think I'll start out with the history of Tom and Jerry. Season 1. In MGM Studios, two people, William Heda and Joseph Barbera, had a dream to make cartoons that would become classics. So they started off with a new MGM cartoon called Puss Gets the Boot. It's about a cat named Jasper who tries to stop a mouse named Jinx that's causing trouble in his house. And Jinx takes the blame on Jasper for his trouble by his owner. Although MGM did not really like this cartoon because they've seen so many plots like this where a cat chases a mouse. Heda and Barbera kept working at MGM until Puss Gets the Boot got nominated for an Academy Award. Got nominated for an Oscar award. for best for best for best short until it lost to the Milky Way, another short from MGM. That's also features a cat, apparently. But Fred Quimby, the producer of MGM, saw a future with this cat and mouse, so he told Hanna-Barbera to make a series out of it. So they started picking names out of a hat, and came out Tom and Jerry. So the series went on, and Tom and Jerry popularity grew and grew, and it became the most popular cartoons of MGM. 6 shorts got nominated for Best Short. One of them won an Academy Award. Tom and Jerry was on the top of their game until the 50s came. TV was getting popular, and MGM and many other studios had trouble keeping up. MGM couldn't afford any more money, so it closed down, sadly. Season 2. 3 years later, Gene Dutch called to make more Tom and Jerry shorts, so they did. But as time went on, people didn't really like this version of Tom and Jerry at all. As Hanna-Barbera, they didn't like as much as the Hanna-Barbera ones. So Hanna and Barbera moved to another studio, Chuck Jones, from Warner Brothers, known for making Looney Tunes. Season 3. After getting fired to Warner Brothers, Chuck Jones would work on The Mouse and Cat for a while along with TV shows and movies he made at the time, like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Phantom Toll Booth. Then eventually, Hanna-Barbera would win over their cat and mouse back and make their own cartoons. Season 4. They would team up and Tom and Jerry with many other Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters, like Great Ape and Muttley. More and more shows of Tom and Jerry came, like Tom and Jerry the Comedy Show, Tom and Jerry Kids, Tom and Jerry Tales, and more. And movies like The Magic Ring and Blast Off to Mars, just to name a few. Shorts of Tom and Jerry, like The Karate Guard. Even in 1922, there was a Tom and Jerry movie, and it was a musical. Yeah, I can't really get into that movie. But I guess I'll let Yakko review if he gets a chance. Yakko! What? Sorry, he's devastated right now. What? Anyway. All in all, Tom and Jerry became the most ironic cat and mouse duo in the world. And they came back in Cartoon Network called The Tom and Jerry Show, which I don't think really got much praise. But when I watched it, it was pretty much okay for a show. It wasn't as good as the Looney Tunes show, but it was kind of good for what it was, and I seemed to like some of the episodes that came out of it. Like, some of my favorites were the ones with the witches, and Science Room and stuff. I kind of liked the idea that Tom and Jerry were kind of in different places and stuff, and how they were used in different ways as pets. So, as for that, Cartoon Network had some kind of way of making Tom and Jerry look good. So, I don't know what happened after that. I guess they decided to make other things, other shows like Wabbit and other stuff like that. That didn't work out too well. And I think they also worked on keeping cool Scooby Doo. So I guess they couldn't go back to Tom and Jerry at the moment. So I guess they had to move on to other things. Anyway, that's the history of Tom and Jerry for you. If you guys want to see more, you might want to check out more of my channel, or check out the other channel in the comment section down below with my other channel. And I'll see you next time.